Hello everyone, I'm Yunfan and I'm very happy to present my site analysis and concept design of the GAMS campground. Carbon dioxide emissions are a major contributor to climate warming, and in 2021, Australia will enact a long-term emission reduction plan to respond to the reduction of carbon dioxide emissions through energy technologies and new economic models. In fact, climate change doesn't only have an impact on national development, it has a bearing on the lives of all of us. In turn, each person's lifestyle affect the total amount of carbon dioxide emissions. Many people didn't realize the impact that a small choice in their daily lives can have, from our homes to food to travel and the landscape around us. As an example, at the dinner table, the kind of food we choose makes a big differences in our carbon dioxide footprints. Eating a portion of beef will release about 14 more kilograms of carbon dioxide than eating the same amount of fish. However, this choice is only a small part of everyday life. So let's imagine what sustainable living looks like if a person combines as many activities as possible throughout the day to reducing their carbon dioxide footprint. For example, about 8% of greenhouse gas emissions come from the waste food, which includes fruit peels, fruit scraps that we don't eat. So reusing this food waste can reducing the amount of goes into landfills, which is a great way to do this. In fact, thousands of years ago, the ancient Chinese people like to talk about making the best use of things. People found many kinds of food peels and plant roots can be used for pharmaceuticals, and the rest can be used for composing. It is possible to develop a small scale three-dimension agriculture such as growing vegetable on balconies that are well grown and growing food in the community that requires technology guidance. This, this lifestyle not only reduces the carbon footprint per capita, but also increases the vegetation cover, which will once again capture carbon. If bring forests into cities and provide ecological corridor for animals is what designers are doing. I think bringing human into forest and building like human corridors is regional way in it's not that common, that good. Well, our site is located in the King Lake National Park, which is dense forest park northeast of Melbourne. It is 56 kilometers away from Melbourne. And then from this slope analysis of the site, it is obvious that the lighter the color, the lower the point is. So the site is in the lower position and is relatively flat. And this is why we found that the site had water ponding in the rain during the site visit. When we zoom into the scale of the site, we can see the current general situation. There are 18 campsites here, except for number 1 and number 9. All of them need two campsites to share a table, which is not very convenient for tourists. The ecological environment of the whole site is excellent, which is a rich variety of plants and a highly biodiversity. And the smelling of the soil and the sounds of bird and water flow makes it easy to immerse oneself in this comforting environment. And then through the site visit, we found the site still have some problem. For example, the oldness of the facilities, the unreasonable use of spaces, and the drainage problem of the site, which brings opportunities for development of the design later. Before starting the design, I found two interesting present precedents. The first one is heritage flume. This project is similar to our site in terms of the heritage vegetation worthy of protection, but it is facing a greater elevation difference. So the designer integrated the whole site with the reflective line of the water through a and then through a great evaluation change, a new aquatic plant community was introduced. The second one is Burham Arboretum. In this project, each path in this botanical garden tells a unique story to the visitors. The history of the Bernheim's reinvented landscape will live on through innovative restoration work. Departure points, field observatories, and series definitions will bring a more rhythm experience to interpretive tour. So when it comes to my initial campsite, the first is ecotourism, which includes natural-based activities such as a bush walk, to increase visitors' appreciation and understanding the natural and cultural values. The natural environment of our site is excellent and need to follow low impact development principle, preserving the cultural heritage and vegetation heritage of the site, and raising people's awareness of nature conservation during tourist activities. The second one is to recognize the space in an organic intervention, dividing the site into public space and private space. The public space has the functions of normal open space, but more than that, it encourages concept of sharing, from sharing food to sharing experience to finally sharing the resources along the line, which is not only the interaction between people, but a sustainable way of living with non-human creatures. The private space are offered as an alternative for those who want to immerse themselves in nature and leisure time. And then this is my concept master plan. Very initial one. It shows the bubble diagram of function. That's it. Thank you.